He's been seriously made. He has one leg and one arm, and he's a dwarf. Wow. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Jesus be praised. 6 years into High King Odrin's rule, and he has achieved quite a bit. He did pick up the trait Crusader for fighting in a bravely fought, although poorly fought and failed, crusade for Pomerania, as well as taking the massive decision to reclaim Britannia for the Celts and create the brand new culture of Anglo-Irish. The big thing that means for us is that we would have the ability to set our steward to promote culture and begin to spread Anglo-Irish. It would spread a lot quicker thanks to us taking that decision to reclaim Britannia. However, instead we have our steward increasing development in Dublin. Dublin currently has 3 development, and we are looking to get this to 10 because we want to make the decision to adopt feudal ways. The only 2 things we are missing is having the development in our capital greater than or equal to 10, and having the law absolute tribal authority. The alternative to getting the development up in Dublin would be to take the Duchy of East Seax here. Now, we could just revoke this title, take everything. They won't accept. They would rise up in rebellion, as well as the fact that we'd lose 100 legitimacy, and critically, it would be an act of tyranny, which means that all of our subjects would lose 20 opinion of us. Despite the fact that that is very bad from a gameplay perspective, this is also a roleplay series, and Odrin is ambitious, but also temperate and patient. I don't think he would be in a rush to revoke this title from this man. What he may do, however, is, through his patience, attempt to wait and fabricate a hook on this man, which then may make it easier to revoke this land off of him. Now, Odrin is average when it comes to intrigue, and the odds of this scheme passing are difficult. However, Odrin may give this a go. Our father Liam was not a very intrigue-based character. We haven't done anything very intrigue-based in this series. Odrin may at least start this scheme just to see if it could be possible. Now, the secrecy is 22%, which is not good, because this failing would be one thing. This failing and the Duke finding out would be a whole another ballgame. We do have some family members who can get married here. Our daughter Anna is one of them. Looking at alliance power, we could actually pick up an alliance with the Kingdom of France, which would be quite nice. So that's where we are in terms of the internal politics of the realm. We are pretty stable to the south with Lotharingia and France as allies. In terms of war, though, it may be time to look further north at perhaps some easy pickings. Before we go to war, however, we're going to destroy one of our men-at-arms, the Light Footman, and make sure that we hire some actual siege weapons at long last. My wife has gained the trait Consumption, which is not great. Please be cautious. Reduce disease symptoms, very nice. I think we do actually have a plague. Yeah, Odrin's coughs. So Odrin officially now also has the glory of having a plague named after him. Oh, and now my son and heir Liam II also has Consumption. Okay, I'll say the same. Be cautious. No more than what's necessary. Reduce disease symptoms. Our physician is actually very, very good. Now, Odrin has one more perk for the martial lifestyle focus. I think I will take hit and run, mainly for the reduction in retreat losses. Hopefully we won't be retreating a lot though. And then I'm actually going to rotate into stewardship. Once we adopt feudalism, everything will rely a lot more on gold and a lot less on prestige. We want to make sure we get ahead of that. So early doors, we're going to take wealth focus, 10% extra monthly income, and try and stockpile that cash. And unfortunately, one of our daughters has been taken by the plague. Magdalena, rest in peace. That has made us overwhelmed by stress. We've gained a stress level, and our alliance with Alba has also expired because Magdalena was the daughter that we had married off to him for the alliance, which is now gone. Odrin's coughs has spread into our capital, which is going to severely hinder our development growth while it is there, which is going to slow us down even more towards feudalism, unless our scheme to revoke ECX comes off, in which case we'll be a hell of a lot closer. The plague is also severely hindering our troops. We can increase the wages to make sure that we get more recruits, but that will give us increased maintenance, plus 35% gold for men-at-arms maintenance, as well as a 30% reduction in their damage. I know we are stockpiling gold, but recruits will be important, and I will increase the wages. It's just for 4 years. We'll make it happen. Our other daughter, Satok, has also died of consumption. This plague is actually wiping out quite a bit of our family. Oh, Anglo-Irish Crown, thank you very much. It's wiping out quite a bit of our family. We're okay, but our wife has it, and most of our children have it as well. I had to say it. I had to say it, didn't I? I had to say, we don't have it, and now we do have it. Oh boy. Alright, no more than what's necessary. Excellent work. Reduce disease symptoms. So it's wiping out quite a bit of our family, and maybe me as well. Our brother, Setna, has also died of the plague. We are overwhelmed by stress. This plague is ravaging our lands. I think we'll gain the trait Confider. The King of Lothringia is our friend, and I think at this stage, poor Odrin just needs someone to talk to. Now, we can ask our Head of Fate for gold, which we'll definitely do. Thank you very much. And that will also give us enough gold that we can now increase the quality of this legend. It is now Mythical Legend quality, spreading 300 baronies, and we can finally complete it. The Miracles of High King Liam. This is a fantastic time to complete the legend. Great boost for the realm, ravaged by plague, to remember how great High King Liam truly was. Now, I could evangelize the realm. I'm not going to yet, though, considering that all of our realm... actually, maybe I will. It would help with a lot of what's still insular, as well as Cathar up here. So let's evangelize the realm. And then if I press play, there we go. So now there's a lot more Catholic going on there. What I will do, though, is I will immediately begin a new legend, True Hero here. This one will be for Odrin, in memory of him reclaiming Britannia for the Celts. But we don't have any breaches yet. I have to keep talking, though. I have to keep opening my mouth. Every time I say what isn't happening, it then happens. We've been discovered. We have been discovered. Curses. It's been exposed. We're set back to 10% and we have one breach. Secrecy is still low. I do not know if we'll be able to pull this off. I'll keep it alive for now, but I'm not feeling too confident. King of France has called us to his aid against a northerner invasion. We will accept this, and we will probably help him too. I'm not sure if he'll need it, but you know what? It's been a while. Let's raise the boys up, see how they're going to fight. Here is the northerner invasion about to arrive. We will send our men straight over. This should be absolutely fine, to be honest. We've dealt with northerner invasions at half the size that they were. This time we outnumber them, so this should be rather trivial for us. We've shown France our friendship by winning that war, and we have also just unlocked Ledger as our next fascination. For now, we're going to go with city planning, try and knock out all of the tribal innovations before we adopt feudalism and move into the early medieval ones. Our wife has lost the trade consumption. Hopefully we'll lose it next. Liam McDara has gained the trait maimed somehow, so... Is that his other leg? He's lost one leg, maimed in the other leg. I've become malnourished. My sister is dead. What's going on? So I've become malnourished from consumption, which is putting me into poor health. But my heir, who is also maimed, is actually near death. So he may not live long anyway. There we go. Finally, I've lost the trait consumption. This now means we can finally start making some moves. It's been too long since we've been at war. Let's go over here and take all of Iceland. We have made landfall in Iceland. We are sieging it down nice and easy. Should be a lot quicker. You can see we have our siege weapons over here. And compared to before, this siege progress is flying up. Ah, we're no longer malnourished. Surely now we are in fine health. Yes, we are. This is great news. Iceland are also being raided at the same time we're fighting them. Not a great day for them. There we go. That's Iceland sorted. We will enforce demands here. And that is the first war that Odrin has fought that's actually been entirely on his own merit. Let's get this land handed out to some Anglo-Irish people. And there we go. That's another duke created. And now Ireland consists of 3 islands. We have been stuck in the castle for the longest time because of the plague. There's been a stag sighting in Richmond over here. We are going to go have some fun. We're going to go on a hunt. Not for recreation, but to actually slay a beast. Our father didn't actually go on any hunts, if I remember correctly. He was too busy building out the whole empire. But Odrin here, nice little war won in the north. Plague is over. Everybody's happy and healthy. Why not? Our fabricated hook scheme also has 15 advantages. So if we press it now, we'll have a 61% success chance. I'm going to do this mainly because Duke Swayfried here is actually in poor health and may die soon. I don't want to lose all this progress. Let's see if we can make it happen. And we've been successful. We've gained a weak hook manipulation on the Duke. We did gain interfering with servants, which is not ideal, but we have fabricated his signature. Never mind, moments after I said that, before even arriving at the hunt, he dropped dead. His son is now in power, brilliant strategist, but not a lot of men. It is tyrannical, but it may be something that we just have to do. Let's see after the hunt. We've arrived at the hunt and we've just received news that our son has lost the trade consumption. Is he also missing an arm? He's been seriously made. He has one leg and one arm and he's a dwarf. Wow. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Jesus be praised. Still waiting for the hunt to kick off, but our legend is spreading rapidly. Already we can increase its quality to level 2. Here we go. We are now stalking the stag. Let's get out there. Oh. While taking a drink, I hear a low whistling noise. An arrow slams into the tree beside me with an almighty thwack. I and those closest spin around, but there is no one there. Only the wind rustling through the leafy bushes. I can say, "Oi, be more careful. There must be someone or assassins get me out of here." Now, we're ambitious like our father, but we're not as brave as him. I don't think we would go looking. I think we'd say, "Assassins, get me the hell out of here." I have no way of knowing who that may have been, but we are definitely going to want to keep our wits about us. One of our guests may have joined that hunt with the intent to kill. We've arrived back home slightly shaken by that. Very, very strange. We'll have to keep an eye out, but let's hold court now that we're back. Now, Liam is 24. It may be a good time to marry him off if he does indeed become the next emperor. I do somewhat like the idea of Agatha here. It would be with Anjou, 1,600 troops. A very prominent vassal in France, and she also has very nice stats. So I think for now, we will go with this one. Now, our friend, the King of Lotharingia, has died, which is not good. It's stressing us out even more, and we no longer have an alliance with Lotharingia either. So very glad that I took the France one. I do want to monitor my stress, though. This gets too high. The older we get, the more likely it is to contribute to us dying early. We are trying to stockpile gold, but we do have a lot of it. I will, now that I have enough gold, commission a legend artifact. We got this from my father's legend. So let's actually start the commission and get this, our first illustrious item. +3 diplomacy, +3 learning, and an increase to renown. That is absolutely delightful, and we will for sure go in and make sure this is in our court. We'll get rid of Wrap My Rose. That can head out, and we'll put the Guardian, the Catholic Holy Site in. We have two things happening at once here. The first one is that our daughter-in-law is abuzz with excitement and tells us of a mystical land known as the Emirate of Tlemcen, which we can travel to, as it will certainly have effect on the true hero. I can say I must go there and will travel. If I don't, I will gain stress because I'm ambitious. So playing the character, I will say that we must go there. However, while I'm on the way there, we are also being invaded by a northerner conquest for Moray. So we'll travel here and we'll have our commanders deal with this war. I'm going to take some experienced captains as well as mercenary guards to keep me safe. But let's start traveling and see what is going on down here. Northern Africa. This is not a place I think Liam ever imagined going or even imagined his sons would ever visit, but let's do it. Meanwhile, I'll raise my men over in Alba and get ready to deal with this northerner invasion. There's the main force. We'll make sure that we deal with them. Meanwhile, Odrin is further away from home than anybody in his dynasty has ever been, on his way to the north of Africa for honestly unknown reasons. That is the northerner invasion dealt with, though. Easy enough to deal with. We are very strong in the troop department right now. Alright, we are just about to arrive at Tlemcen here. Really hoping the person who tried to assassinate us on that hunt isn't also on this ship with us. But let's see. So we're shocked by how little there actually is here, though a noble has come out to greet us, and we have the option to know how their people fight here. If we win the duel, it'll decrease how much it costs to upgrade our legend. We can try and explain to them what the true hero, our legend, actually is. Or we can say, have you a gift for me? And Earldom of Dublin will gain foreign soil, 15% increase to holding taxes, will gain legendary journey. And honestly, I think that's the best option. Well, that was an interesting little journey, but Odrin is on his way back, slightly disappointed that there was nothing too extreme to find there, but at least we got a nice little bonus out of it. However, he has continued to expand the realm. We have a whole nother island under our belt now. Almost there with getting our way to feudalism, at which point it will then be time to seriously expand out. There's only a few more vassals that are of the wrong culture and religion. Once we get feudalism, the goal will be to take this duchy by force if needed at this stage. And then once we have our own power base, expand out from there. But as always, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I shall see you all in the next video.